Giants at Cowboys. And yes, that turkey you see in the background was literally outside of the stadium today. Hope little buddy made it through. Dallas seeking to avoid their third 0-6 home start in team history. By the way, to the house. Overshown. That's his first touchdown of his career with a pick six. Just a couple of Cowboys legends watching him do that. Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith. This is the next Dallas drive. 3rd and goal for the Cowboys. Rush to Brandon Cooks for the tug. Dallas leads by 10. Not return after that. Later in the drive, Cowboys 2nd and goal. Rico Dowdle takes the handoff. He has been Jerry Jones very happy after a home win at long last this season.
Certainly great to have those 2 wins back-to-back, but it's particularly great to win here at home. Had a great crowd out there, and it was befitting that we have a little Thanksgiving victory to celebrate.
I mean, you have to recognize, the way we played in the past here, and the crowds are, it's an incredible place to compete. Our fans are great, and so yes, it's definitely overdue. So it was important to get the win on a lot of fronts, but it was really, really important to get a home win.
The Cowboys had their best home game of the season on Thursday. They won the time of possession battle for the first time and had season highs in points, yard margin, and turnover margin. Dallas had a negative yard and turnover margin in each of their first 5 home games this season.
The Cowboys defeated the Giants 27-20. Cowboys reignited their ground game, securing their 4th 100-yard rush game of the season. Rico Dowdle led the way with a career-high 112 yards on 22 carries. It's his first 100-yard game as a professional. It's also the Cowboys' first by a Cowboy player, since Tony Pollard in Week 3 of 2023. Dowdle also responsible for Cowboys' first rushing attempt of at least 20 yards this year. The star of the Cowboys was DeMarvion Overshown. He secured both of Dallas turnovers, recovering a fumble forced by Eric Kendrick and on Tyrone Tracy, and catching his own batted pass. And he ran that back for a pick six. That was on Drew Lock. Because you see the guy right there, you go open over the top. You don't throw it. You don't.
Yeah. Hey, listen, the Cowboys defensively, they played very well. They played very, very well on the run, pass game. Man, they played really well, especially at the point of attack. They were very physical up front, not allowing the Giants to have their way and impose their will. So I like what I saw from the Cowboys today. But can you do it against the better teams? Can you do it consistently against the teams that have winning records? That's where the issue comes into play for them. I'm hoping everything is okay with CeeDee Lamb. I see he left the game maybe late second, maybe early third quarter. Something wrong with his shoulder.
Third quarter, yeah. He had that bruised rotator, what was the AC joint?
But
they ain't got nothing, Ocho, they ain't got nothing to do with them dropping them damn passes now. I ain't gonna let you do that.
Okay.
I ain't gonna let you do that. Blame that on the shoulder.
Yeah, I know you're talking about the drag. You're talking about the drag route.
I'm talking about he dropped 3 of them. He turned into a retriever. All he did was pick the ball up and hand it to the official. His job as a receiver, his job is to catch the ball, not to retrieve the ball.
Yes, sir.
He dropped 3. He had 6 targets. He had 2 catches. Malik Neighbors, same thing for you, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all yapping about wanting the ball, but you're dropping it. He throw it to you, you throw it back at him. So, I saw CeeDee get dragged down on his shoulder, but that wasn't why he's dropping those passes. That's lack of concentration.
Yeah, most definitely.
Same thing with Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, I wasn't going to bring up the drop balls, but since you...
Why not? You got to.
I know since you brought it to a head, them boys know you got to catch that pill, baby. That's the money. That's your money maker. That brown ball they call the Duke, you got to love that. You got to love that. You got to love that more than you love your family. Because in order to feed your family, you got to catch that Duke. They gonna be all right though. We gonna get that together. That ain't nothing but a little jug machine after practice. Even in week 12, little jug machine after practice won't hurt.
Yeah. No. I'm not talking. Malik Neighbors is a rookie. What that got to do with you catching the ball? You caught the ball. That's something you've been doing all your life, Ocho. We're not asking him to make spectacular catches. Like when they throw you the ball in the frame of your body, catch it. That's all we're asking. No, we don't need no Odell Beckham. We don't need nothing spectacular. When they throw you the ball, Ocho, you catch it. At some point in time, you got to realize everything is not meant to be a spectacular. Everything is not to be meant to be a catch and run, Ocho, for 40 yards. You have to understand situation. You know what? The most important thing here is to get this first down. Let me get this and get on the ground.
And secure it, yeah.
A lot of if you look at ceedee, what did ceedee try to do? He tried to get up the bro.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen a catch that hit the ground first.
Right.
If you drop it, it ain't a catch. I don't care how you jumping up and down to me, I'd have been going. And you would have, but you're not. You going back to the huddle.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, guys. Look, everybody, it wasn't no sun today. Ain't nobody complaining about no sun, Ocho. Ain't no sun.
Yeah, it wasn't out. Just a small lack of concentration, split second, taking your eyes off the ball.
But Ocho, normally when you have one of those drops early, what do? You concentrate, you focus even more.
Yeah,
it seems like ceedee, he lapsed concentration. He lapsed even more because after that point, Ocho, he didn't catch another pass.
Yeah.
Cooper Rush was 21 of 36, 195, 1 touchdown. Like you said, they ran the ball, Ocho, basically about 4 yards a carry. They had 32 carries.
That ain't bad. That ain't bad.
Nah, you can live with that.
Not the greatest, but it ain't bad.
Look, you can only beat who's on your schedule. We know the Giants aren't very good.
Right.
But we've seen the Cowboys lose games like this before also. So give them credit for keeping focus on a short week, not still celebrating the victory in Washington, coming out there, handling their business today. When you get string two together, now you get about 5 or 6 days off before you get ready for the next Sunday. You still look, everything you're gonna probably need to run the table, Ocho, in order to get one of these playoff spots.
Yeah, wild card.
You're getting 3 teams out of the NFC North: Minnesota, Green Bay, and Detroit. So there's only one spot left.
Right.
Cowboys, San Francisco, Seattle, Arizona.
Well, there's one problem, huh?
What?
And that goes for all Cowboys fans in the chat. This is no disrespect to y'all. Yeah, the Cowboys do need to run the table to have a chance at a spot. You do know they play the Bengals Monday night, right? In Jerry's world, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure you understand what they got coming up.
Y'all defense terrible. Y'all might do something. Y'all better be able to block. Can y'all block their front?
Huh?
Can y'all block their front?
Oh yeah, we gonna be fine. You know, Joe get the ball out of his hands quick anyway. As a matter of fact, we gonna establish the run first. Get the front tied up there. Michael Parsons gonna be frustrated. You know, he gonna get mad because the ball's gonna be coming out. Boom, it's gone.
Hold on, Cowboy fans. What are y'all talking about? Y'all gonna win the division? Y'all 2-1. Do y'all understand the Eagles' record?
They trying to get a reaction out of you, huh?
This the delusion. This is why Jerry is how he is, because he know his fans are gullible. They're They're gonna believe anything that he sells them, and it serves them right. I'll be glad when it's like in 3 weeks when they get put out of their misery, and then what they gonna say? Wait the next year, and I'll be right here. Guess what? The nightcap will be right here next in 25, 26, 27, and y'all still ain't going nowhere. But look, like I said, Ocho, you can only beat who's on your schedule.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've seen the Cowboys lose games like this before.
Yes, sir.
They won today. Give them credit for that. I thought they ran the ball extremely well. The defense got after Drew Lock, made it very, very tough. I mean, think about Ocho. They ran the ball 21 times for 116 yards. That's on 5 yards a carry.
Yeah, that's enough to beat the Giants, huh? Let's keep.
I'm saying the Giants rush for 21 for 116.
No, I'm okay. I'm saying is it Dowdle? That says the last name.
No. I'm saying no. The Cowboys rushed 32 for 122. The Giants rushed 21 for 116.
But what about putting it in the air, huh?
But here's the thing, though, Ocho. You gave up a scoop and score. You gave up a pick six, and you gave up another fumble. So there you go, right there.
That's
You
the
basically
game.
played them to a standstill on offense.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Cowboys fan. What a way to close out November, right? Thanksgiving Day wasn't just about turkey. It was about showing the league that the Dallas Cowboys are still a force to be reckoned with. Beating the New York Giants, our division rivals, made that victory even sweeter. This wasn't just another win, it felt like a statement. After weeks of ups and downs, injuries, and missed opportunities, the team came together and delivered when it mattered most. You could feel it, the energy, the drive, the passion. Now, here's the big question. Was this just a one-time spark, or are we finally seeing the Cowboys hitting their stride? Before we dive deeper into the standout performances, let me ask you this. What was your favorite moment from the Thanksgiving win? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Maybe it was Micah Parsons' MVP-worthy plays or Brock Hoffman stepping up big time. Let's see what you think. And hey, while you're here, make sure to subscribe to our channel and enable the notification bell. Your subscription is so important to us. It helps us grow and get closer to our goal of 12,000 subscribers. Join the Cowboys community, and let's ride this journey together. Alright, let's talk about the standouts from Thanksgiving, the players who truly made a difference in this massive win. After the game, Pro Football Focus, PFF, dropped their rankings, highlighting the highest-rated performers for the Cowboys. And let me tell you, these guys stepped up big time. First, we have Micah Parsons, and are we even surprised? Named MVP of the game, Micah was everywhere, pressuring the quarterback, shutting down the run game, and basically living in the Giants' backfield. If you watch the game, you know exactly why he's one of the most feared defenders in the league. Then there's Tyler Smith, holding it down on the offensive line. His ability to protect Dak Prescott and open up lanes for the run game was key to our success. Eric Kendricks, back from injury, reminded everyone why he's a defensive leader. His presence on the field brought a sense of stability to the defense that's been missing in some games this season. Let's not forget Darren Bland, who's quietly having a breakout year. And finally, the surprise in the top three, Brock Hoffman, stepping in for the injured Zach Martin and doing an incredible job at right guard. Seeing these names is exciting, especially knowing that many of them have battled injuries this season. But it also makes you wonder, is this team finally getting healthy at the right time? Quick question for you, which of these players do you think had the biggest impact on Thanksgiving? Vote down in the comments. Was it Micah's dominance, Tyler's consistency, or someone else? And remember, if you're loving this breakdown, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Your support helps us bring more content like this, and we're so close to our goal of 12,000 subscribers. Help us get there. If there's one word that sums up the Cowboys' 2024 season so far, it's resilience. Injuries have been a constant roadblock, forcing the team to adapt and, in some cases, completely overhaul their strategy. But here's the thing, you and I both know that no Cowboys season ever comes without its share of drama. Think about it, we've seen some of our biggest names sidelined this year. Zach Martin, Trayvon Diggs, and even Micah Parsons at one point. It's been brutal. When you lose guys like that, the impact isn't just physical, it's psychological too. The team's confidence takes a hit, and so does ours as fans. But now, something feels different. Slowly but surely, we're seeing these key players return, and with them, the spark that's been missing. The Thanksgiving game was a perfect example. Players like Eric Kendricks and Darren Bland reminded us of their value. Even Brock Hoffman, stepping into Zach Martin's shoes, showed that this team has depth. Here's where it gets interesting. With so many players returning, is this the healthiest the Cowboys have been all season? And if so, is it enough to make a real push for the playoffs? Let me turn it over to you. What do you think was the most critical injury we faced this year? Was it Diggs in the secondary? Martin on the offensive line? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm curious to see what you think. And while we're reflecting on the season so far, take a second to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Every time you hit that button, you're helping us grow our Cowboys community, and we couldn't do it without you. Let's hit that 12,000 subscriber mark together. So, what was different about the Cowboys' performance on Thanksgiving? It wasn't just another win, it felt like the team had turned a corner. If you've been following the season closely, you probably noticed it too. The energy, the focus, and the execution were on another level. First off, let's talk about the offense. Dak Prescott looked more comfortable than he has in weeks, and a lot of that credit goes to the offensive line. Tyler Smith and Brock Hoffman were outstanding, giving Dak the time he needed to make smart decisions. Plus, the run game was effective, keeping the Giants' defense on their heels. When the O-line plays like that, it's a game changer. On defense, Micah Parsons set the tone early. His relentless pressure threw the Giants' offense completely off balance. But it wasn't just him. Eric Kendricks brought leadership, and Darren Bland stepped up big in the secondary. It was the kind of complete defensive effort we've been waiting to see all season. And let's not forget about coaching. Mike McCarthy and the staff deserve credit for putting together a game plan that played to the team's strengths. They finally found a balance between aggression and discipline, and it showed. But here's the big question: was this just a perfect storm, or is this a sustainable formula for success? We've seen flashes of brilliance from the Cowboys before, only to fall back into old habits. Could this time be different? Let me ask you, do you think this game was the real deal or just a lucky break? Vote in the comments, Team We're Back or Team Let's Wait and See. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe if you're enjoying this breakdown. It's quick, it's free, and it helps us keep bringing you all the latest Cowboys news. We're so close to hitting 12,000 subscribers, let's make it happen. Here we are, the million-dollar question: can the Cowboys still make a legitimate playoff run, or has the ship already sailed? I know you're probably thinking about how inconsistent this season has been, but let's break it down. Right now, the Cowboys are sitting in a pretty competitive NFC East. The Eagles are flying high, and even the Commanders have shown flashes of potential. But with this win over the Giants, we're still very much in the mix. The key is going to be stringing together consistent performances, something that's eluded us so far. Look, there's no denying that this team has the talent to make a deep run. Between Dak Prescott finding his rhythm, Micah Parsons anchoring the defense, and injured players coming back, the pieces are there. But the clock is ticking. Every game from here on out feels like a must-win, especially with some tough matchups ahead. Let me throw it to you. Do you think this team has what it takes to make a playoff push? Or is it just too late? Drop your vote in the comments, Team Playoff Bound or Team Better Luck next year. One thing's for sure, the Thanksgiving win gave us a glimmer of hope. But hope alone doesn't win championships, right? This team has to prove it week in and week out. And speaking of proving it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell. Your support helps us keep this community alive, and we're so close to hitting our goal of 12,000 subscribers. Be a part of this journey. Every click makes a difference. Alright, let's wrap things up with some final thoughts. What can we take away from this game, and what's next for our Dallas Cowboys? Stick around.